had a test today. And I have to say, waiting for the test is harder than giving the test. Good morning everyone and welcome to whatever this is. Something to do with the Potter Memorial. By the way, I did not know that a Potter Memorial existed in Godric's Hollow until this TLSQ came out. I don't remember ever seeing it in the movies. I have to this date not read the books. I'm not exactly a Harry Potter fan, okay? I just like playing this game. A new adventure, gathering of old friends. You're enlisted in a special task that may not be what it seems. Can you help Dumbledore with his guest list for a mysterious gathering? Okay, let me be real here. I kinda hate TLSQs because they take too long to record and then too long to edit. But I don't hate this TLSQ because I don't know anything about it. Again, good morning. I hope you guys are having a nice day. I am late, but then again, I think I'm late for most things these days. Being on time is no longer a priority for me. I remember a year or two ago, I used to be so panicky that I must record a thing the second it comes out. And now I'm like, I want to sleep. I have so much stuff to do in Hagrid's garden and Hagrid's hut and the courtyard. I've still not done a single one of the creature side quests. I really ought to finish those. I hope we get to see the Potter Memorial in this TLSQ actually because it just looks really pretty. Hi Hagrid! What is that? What's the shiny stuff? Oh, there you are, Sarahi. Hello Hagrid. I hate to bother you, but I don't have much time and I could really use your help. What's wrong, Hagrid? Dumbledore has given me the honor of helping him decorate a gathering in the Godric's Hollow. Oh. A gathering in Godric's Hollow? That's a little vague. It doesn't have anything to do with Ragnar's script, does it? Oh right, we've been there already. Oh no, nothing like that. Afraid I can't say much more now. Sworn to secrecy, you see. Why is this? Oh, never mind. Why am I asking questions? Only I got a little excited about using glow bugs to light the proceedings, and while I spilled the jar, that escaped into me garden. I see. What's worse, Dumbledore will be here any minute to check in on things. I don't want him to think he can trust me. Okay, I know I get mad at Dumbledore a lot. But do you really expect him from that, Hagrid? I mean, expect that from him? I can't string sentences together. Don't worry, Hagrid. If we act fast, I'm sure we can gather all the glow bugs before Dumbledore gets here. In return, perhaps you'll tell me a little more about the secret gathering. I am interested. Well, I can't tell you who'll be there. Just tell me about it. You don't have to tell me who are the guests. But I'll tell you what, if you help me with these glow bugs, I'll tell you whatever else I can. Just don't be expecting me to spill any secrets. I think you'll accidentally do that. You always accidentally do that. I think I'll be skipping a lot of energy parts of a TLSQ. Again, it is a TLSQ and I don't like recording them. I mean, I don't like editing them because they take too long. Also, the fact that we are still concerned about Merula and Corey in the last chapter, I think they should have, Jamshed should at least given us a little bit of a conclusion on Merula and Corey before they gave us a TLSQ because I'm still left concerned. Merula has been removed from classes, by the way. Concerning. I am concerned. Hey, you guys know how I'm completely obsessed with Rakepick? Now that I think about the Potter Memorial, I kind of just think about the fact that... MC, what are you doing? Yeah, as I was saying, I kind of just thinking about the fact that, hey, Rakepick used to be friends with the Marauders, right? I thought about that because it was Sirius who stopped her in Azkaban. Indirectly with his howls. So, I'm just recently I've been thinking about the fact that Rakepick was friends with the Marauders. I think she would pay her respects to the Potter Memorial at least once a year. And that's very wholesome. That's all the glow bugs. Thank you, Sarahi. What a relief. The little fellas give off a brilliant ambient light. They're really cute. They're kind of cute. Perfect for an intimate gathering if I see so myself. It's nice of Dumbledore to arrange a gathering of old friends. Especially ones who haven't seen each other in a long time. Yes, most of Dumbledore's guests prefer to keep a low profile. Which is why I've got to keep the guest list quiet, you see. Curious you'd hold a gathering in the village square then. It's a very public spot and right by the Potter Memorial, which I imagine can draw a crowd. Again, I didn't even know about the existence of a Potter Memorial until this game told me. Oh well, that's the idea. All his guests were quite close to Lily and James. It's clever because the spot holds a special significance and they won't want to miss it. Shouldn't have said that. You didn't say much. I see your point. Dumbledore's guess for all friends is Lily and James Potter. I should not have said that. See, this is what I mean. You accidentally spelled it. Hi, Professor Dumbledore. I will not salt you today because I am in a good mood. Hagrid, nice to see all this is going well with the decorations. Of course, Professor, no trouble at all. Got the glow bugs right here. And perhaps you can help me with another important task. But I must say, I'm surprised to find you here, Miss Silvers. Yeah, I was looking at the glow bugs. I trust Hagrid hasn't been talking out of turn. Has Hagrid told you anything he shouldn't have? Nope. Of course not. You can trust Hagrid, Professor. I don't have to tell him. I see. You're a loyal friend, Miss Silvers, and you're right to stick up for Hagrid. He is quite reliable. He is the most reliable. All I really know is that you're holding a gathering in Godric's Hollow Village Square. Okay. Yes, after far too long, I have to reunite old friends who have been drawn apart by difficult circumstances. But it is precisely those times when old friends make all the difference, huh? I don't understand what you're saying, but okay. It is thoughtful of you to arrange such an opportunity, Professor. I'm sure your guests will appreciate all the work you and Hagrid have done. I do hope so, and that's actually why I'm here. 3 guests have not yet responded to the letters I sent. Oh, let me guess. I can only guess one of them. Remus. I'd like Hagrid to follow up with them and confirm if they are coming. I'd very much like to help, Professor, but if it's quite important, I'm not sure I'm your man. If it were magical creatures you were talking about, I'd know just what to do, huh? But for something like this, you might want someone who's quite good with people, like Sarai. Okay. On what planet am I good with people? I sit in the corner of a classroom constantly. You really think I could help? You were not even supposed to tell me anything. Sure, Dumbledore said himself that you're a good friend and trustworthy. Not to mention you're great with people. On what planet? If you believe it will help complete the task, Miss Silvers can go. But you must stick together and she must not miss any classes. Yeah, of course. What is this, college? And given the private nature of my guests, I trust you both not to pry. Of course not, Professor Dumbledore. I'm interested to see what's going on. Who am I supposed to talk to first? 3 guests you need to visit are Huh? Fletcher? Really? He counts? Can somebody in the comments tell me the relation? I mean, Remus Lupin I get. I kind of expected him not to answer. Okay, I kind of understand Aberforth also. But Nungus Fletcher, I mean, yeah, he's the funniest crook around. But what is the nature of his relationship with Lily and James? Is there any at all? I am confusion. Tell me in the comments. That sounds like an eccentric, eclectic group, Professor. I wonder what they all have in common. The things that bind us are often less surprising than those that might pull us apart. Yeah, let's put a 4th person, Patricia Pickett there in the AU where she didn't go to Azkaban. Well, I'm surprised you need us to talk. To Aberforth. He's your brother after all. My brother and I have a complicated history. Okay, yeah, that makes me feel a bit bad. It would mean a great deal to me if he were present. But I suspect Aberforth will be more moved by your words than mine in this instance. I'll do my best to make sure he attends, Professor. Okay, so, sibling relationships are strained. That makes me really sad, okay? As for Remus Lupin, I wonder if he'll remember me. If you've had contact with Remus, then you're clearly the right person for the job. I've been trying for some time, but to no avail. He's been keeping quite intently to himself. But Nanga should be easy enough. I think I have... Are you sure you have his number? Phones don't exist yet. I'm sure you don't even have access to a telephone. It's the Wizarding World. Good, I recommend you start with him. We'll find him at the 3 broomsticks. Isn't he banned from there? Isn't he banned from the 3 broomsticks and what is it called? The Hogshead Inn? We won't let you down, Professor. You'll meet Nungus Fletcher at the 3 broomsticks. Stop repeating things and go. I'm in a pretty good mood right now, but I'm sure that's going to change when I start editing this video. And I don't want my mood to be ruined. I'm to enjoy a few barrels of pate. Have you, Hagrid? Huh? A few barrels? Jesus. I got my eye on that one over there. Some of his for sale items look quite familiar. Yeah, I thought you would. I honestly expected you to be throwing your shoes at him. Dumbledore seemed a bit distracted lately, more than usual. Perfect time to break some rules. Sorry. Desiring a silver locket for a loved one or perhaps a blessed mirror. Talk to old Mundungus. Jesus Christ. Whatever you're missing, I'm sure I have it. It's also going to be overpriced. Mundungus, remember me. Of course I remember his rice silvers. Oh, how's the old... I don't have it! What happened to the Marauders map? Where did we put it? Who has it? I last saw it with Rakepick. What happened to it? Aren't Fred and George supposed to have it? Like, didn't in the first movie they say... No, in the second movie, I don't remember which movie, they said that they nicked it from Phil Chas first. Shouldn't they have it? They should have had it a year ago. What's happening? Sure, I can't interest you in some water omnioculars or perhaps an enchanted... What do I have to do with an enchanted razor? We're here on behalf of Albus Dumbledore. He asked us to follow up with you on his invitation to a gathering in Godric's Hollow. I don't know what that's about, but told you about that, did he? Dumbledore must trust you quite a bit. And he must trust you to want you at his private gathering. What? How wise? Will you come? Oh, I'd love to. Only I'm flat broke, you see. Huh? I should really focus on selling me wares. What has that got to do with anything? Then again, if someone were willing to help me sell everything in my bag, perhaps I could find the time. You are not flat broke. If you're saying I'll only come with me if I help you sell everything in your bag. Of course, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is everything in my bag was sold and I have time to journey to Godric's Hollow. You don't have to. What am I asking questions? This is arbitrary rule set. If someone were willing to help, that is. Just come out and straight up ask for help. Fine, Mandanga sir, help me sell your wares. We can keep your end of the deal. I'm just gonna skip over this. This is an arbitrary rule set. Don't forget the enchanted tea kettle, very rare. Who could use a nice bit of jewelry? I feel like I'm scamming people on purpose and I don't like it. That's everything, I sold it all. You made me scam people. I don't like that. And I suppose you helped a bit, Sarahi. Now that we sold your wares, will you come to Godric's Hollow for Dumbledore's gathering? Keep acting like you don't trust me and I am liable to get offended. I only want you to be certain. It was quite important to Dumbledore that you come, even though I still don't understand why. I haven't touched that matters that much, Tim. To be honest, I don't hear much from the Order these days. Oh, right! I forgot! He was part of the Order, even if he was there for his own benefit, but he was part of it. Right? Am I remembering correctly? I'll keep up my end of the deal. I'll be there. What did you say about the Order? Right, that's enough. Remember Dumbledore said not to pry. We'd better get a move on, Sarai. Oh, yeah, not prying. Didn't people hear about the Order of Phoenix? Is it like that buried down? People have to know about the Order of the Phoenix, right? We still have 2 more people to see. I suppose you're right, Hagrid. You know Aberforth is likely to be at Hog's Head, but I'm not sure about Remus Lupin. You know where we might find him, Mundungus. Lupin? I haven't heard from him in years. Then we'll head to the Hog's Head next. We'll talk to Aberforth about Dumbledore's gathering in Godric's Hollow and then we'll be nearly done. I wonder if we'll take Kiara with us. Oh my god, Rosebutta is so mad. Sorry, we're leaving. Aberforth scares me a bit. He just scares me a bit. Rarely too early for a tipple, nor is it often too late. I have no idea what you're talking about. Never seen this place so crowded. Why is it so crowded? There are a lot of people here and there are no dark wizards. Eerie news out of Godric's Hollow I hear. Screaming they saw. They say howling. Huh? Lord Lupin? Hello, Mr. Aberforth. There's some Dumbledore's brothers, right? You're up. Yeah, I know who he is. I have met him before. Excuse me. No, I don't think he likes being called Mr. Dumbledore. He says he likes being called Aberforth. Excuse me, Mr. Dumbledore. Call me Aberforth, Sarai. It's a pleasure to see you again. Okay, he's nice. He hasn't been this nice. Why is he nice? I've come to ask you about Dumbledore's gathering in Godric's Hollow. You haven't responded to his invitation. I see. My brother sent you in his stead. I'm sorry to say, but I've got my hands full at the moment. In fact, I really should be getting back to work. Are you saying you won't come? I should think not. My brother and I don't get on like we used to. I'm not sure he really wants me there, to tell the truth. Huh? No, he does want you to be there. He really does. Why would you say that? Because I can't think of any reason Albus would want me there. I don't suppose you could either. I mean, it would mean a lot to Dumbledore. He actually said he does want you there, really. But he's nervous to speak to you. Dumbledore said it would mean a lot to him. I see, it means so much he sent a student on his behalf. He was nervous to talk to you, that's why he sent me. Sarai is more than a mere student. She's one of the finest witches Hogwarts has ever seen. Thanks. Dumbledore sent her because he ignored your invitation. He's given you space. But don't think Sry being here is on Dumbledore. But don't think Sry being here on Dumbledore's account is saying anything short of an. I can't read. You've got my attention, but I'm still not convinced I should attend. Then let me convince you. Convincing is what I do. I'll tell you all I know about Dumbledore's gathering at Godric's Hollow, and then you can decide once and for all. Yeah, right. If Dumbledore's gathering who I think he is, I haven't seen that plot in years. But we fought together, and though we were ultimately victorious, we all suffered a great loss together. Our lives have changed considerably, but they still mean a good deal to me. Most of them, at least. Does that mean you will come? Yes, I suppose I will. That's nice. You were right, Rubius. This is one remarkable great. Thanks. Told ya. That's 2 of the list, Rai. Brilliant work. The only one left to talk is Lupin, if he can find him, that is. Lupin? I haven't heard from him in ages. That's a shame. We were hoping you might be able to help us find him. We're at a bit of a loss of where to look. I'm sorry to say I have no idea where to start. Supposing we can't find him, Dumbledore will still be pleased with your success, Rai. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, and we're running out of time. You can go and tell Dumbledore the good news about these 2, and I'll get started on the decorations. Alright, I'll head back to Hogwarts and tell Aberforth about Mundungus in Aberforth. Perhaps he'll have an idea of where to look for Lupin. Should we just ask Kiara? But I wonder if Kiara will get involved. I know Penny is getting involved because Jesus freaking Christ, Penny just has to be involved in everything. But if the trailer is anything to go by, Penny is actually involved in this quest for good reason. I see the trailers were not lying. The minute I saw the werewolf in the trailers, this guy had to get involved. Under no circumstances can there be a gathering in Godric's Hollow. Why? Because there's a werewolf there. Look, I saw the trailer on Twitter, okay? I'm sure you can appreciate that my guests and I would not willingly put anyone in danger, she said. Even so, until this issue has reached its resolution, I must insist you follow my instruction on the letter. On the matter of werewolves, I think you will find me quite obtuse. Again with the obtuse. I believe you mean obstinate, he said. Please tell me Barnaby is getting involved. I miss him. I mean what I mean. Am I interrupting something? I'd better not interrupt. You don't have to hide. Just sit at the back. I'll hide until they're finished. Perhaps I'll even learn a bit more about Dumbledore's kids. Why are you so keen on eavesdropping? Now I'll only say this one more time, so listen close. Okay, I think the gathering's gonna be there anyway. Just sit at the back of the class. You don't have to. Just sit at the back of the room. Why does MC always do this? That werewolf is not Lupin. That werewolf is someone else. As you can see, my hands are tied. Several locals reported nightly cries of a werewolf in Godric's Hollow. Upon further investigation, I discovered a half-giant hanging light bulb near the Potter Memorial. Huh? Oh, how did they look? Quite nice actually. But don't distract me. My super laxative skills as an interrogator revealed her intentions, so I had to rush straight here. Gathering with a werewolf loose will only increase the number of suspects and put the villagers in danger. He's not wrong. Cecil makes a good point. He just doesn't know much. You made your point perfectly clear, Cecil. Now, what do you think, Miss Silvers? Of course you knew I was there. Hi. I didn't want to interrupt. Forgive me, Professor Dumbledore, but I was kind of just here. Sly Silvers are like, I know this guy. Right. Year 7, this is probably like, what, in year 5 TLSQ? I didn't check, and we met him formally in year 7. I met him formally in the Halloween side quest that I never got because this is a new save file. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Lee. I know that. I know. Apologies for spying. I appreciate your instincts. Spying is an important part of investigative work, especially when werewolves are involved. God damn it. I wonder how this changed, like if you have done the Halloween TLSQ, which I never got. I missed that TLSQ. It gave her purple werewolf coat, which is actually like so good because it was a purple coat. Since you're up to speed, Miss Silvers, perhaps I can get your insight on our predicament. I'm a 17-year-old child. Why do you want my opinion? Does Cecil have a good argument? Do werewolf reports warrant cancelling the gathering at Godric's Hollow? Honestly, he kind of is. It's not safe. It doesn't sound safe, Professor. Like, you imagine being told about the situation that there's going to be a gathering in Godric's Hollow, but there's a werewolf there. Obviously, your first instinct will be that, yeah, it really is not safe. We don't know anything about the trailer werewolf, and I don't think Remus Lupin comes to mind yet. So, it is kind of dangerous. It doesn't sound safe, Professor Dumbledore. If only there was another way. I appreciate your commitment to safety, Miss Silvers. It explains your frequent success. It explains. Which frequent success? I lost Marula, Rowan, and Rick because I wasn't safe. Those who think through their steps must really retrace them. You'll both be happy to know there is no cause for alarm. You may think that now, but werewolves can be quite befuddling. He's not wrong. I don't understand why people hate Cecil, because when it comes to werewolves, he's really just not wrong. Yes, a werewolf can make for a dangerous adversary, but the guests I'm gathering are perfectly capable of handling this one. The truth is, I was already aware of this werewolf, and I have a plan for exactly how to handle it. I hope that it will satisfy the ministry. You do? Yes, and with that in mind, I'll ask you to excuse us for our Mr. Lee. I'd like to speak with Miss Silvers in private. With her help, I believe we can satisfy the werewolf capture unit's concerns. Why am I getting involved here? Together we will resolve this werewolf problem safely and in time for my gathering in Godric's Hollow. What the fuck? Why am I, a 17-year-old child, getting involved in this? You won't even tell me anything about the Order of the Phoenix and the like. Oh boy. Oh no. I could just be mad that Penny's getting involved again. But the thing is, this time she's getting involved for a good reason. But the problem is, you remember the side quest like many years ago? That in which Penny talks about she wants to forget the friend that died? Scarlett, a friend of Penny's, a muggle friend of Penny's that died to a werewolf. Yeah, that side quest was removed. It still hasn't come back, and now we have no context for this situation. Because again, this is a new save file on which I did not have those side quests. And I'll be honest, as much as I'm annoyed with Penny, I really don't want her to revisit that. I care about Penny that much. I care about Penny as a character. The only thing that annoys me about Penny is the fact that she's overused. Which is not Penny's fault. It's just Jamcity's fault for putting her everywhere. I really don't want Penny to have to go through this. I really don't. I don't like this. I don't want Penny to have to revisit that. She hated that so much. Hello, Professor. You said you wanted to talk to me in private. This isn't exactly private now, is it? Your office was more private than this. In the time I've known you, you've proven to be a very trustworthy friend. And your help with my party guest proved to... I can't read. And your help with my party guest proved you're quite capable with those who have unique personalities. I appreciate that, but I was only able to talk with two of them. I still haven't spoken with Lupin, but I will if I can ever find him. Do you think he might know something about the werewolf in Godric's Hollow? Remus isn't one to arrive early for a party. Whoever this werewolf is, I believe we can safely deal with and hold my gathering as planned. What do you need me to do, Professor? I know you had concerns about safety, but don't worry, everyone will be perfectly safe. The truth is, I know a little more about this werewolf than I've let on. You do. I'll explain, then you'll know how you can help me protect my gathering and the people of Godric's Hollow. Oh, your friend Penny once suffered a tragedy in the woods near Wigtown. Yeah, we know. Unfortunately, it's a removed quest. Get that quest back. This TLSQ would make so much more sense if we had that quest back. Because in the context of that side quest not existing, what was that side quest called? Penny for Your Thoughts? In the context of that side quest not existing, we have no context for this situation. Plan you trace the werewolf in Godric's Hollow to an attack near Wigtown. And you believe it has something to do with Penny. I'll get sad if you ask me to talk to Penny. She does not have to think about that again. That's what I believe. If I'm right, Penny will be an invaluable resource in locating and handling the werewolf. And here is where you come in. I don't like that. That just kind of sounds like using Penny, and I don't want that. As Penny's trusted friend, I'd like you to speak with her and find out if she's willing to revisit that summer. I'm sure it will be hard, but her involvement could be of dire importance. Sounds like a truly upsetting event for Penny, Professor. That's why I only trust you, her dear friend, to broach the subject. I understand if Penny does not want to be involved. I don't even want to mention it. However, this could be an important opportunity for her to finally heal. You would be instrumental in that. I think in the Penny for Your Thoughts quest she did heal. We told her that Scarlett would not want her to forget her friend. You know? Again, it has been removed. I don't like the fact that we don't have any context because of that side quest being removed. You're right, Professor. If someone's going to ask her about it, I'm glad it's a good friend. Huh. Since this is quite a delicate issue, perhaps you should discuss your methods before you go. When you talk to your friend about this troubling matter, how will you approach her? I'll tell her we'll do it together. Because I cannot hurt. Look, I know I crib about Penny a lot. But she is still my friend and I still care about her. And when I joke about her dying, it is usually a joke. I don't actually want her to die. I will cry. I don't like Penny. She's just overused, okay? This is the first time she is in a TLSQ where she actually belongs. And so I will not hate her for being in a TLSQ she belongs in. However, when she is playing Diego's part by having a dance battle with me, that's when I'll get mad. I'll tell her not to worry because we'll do it together. Yes, together you've overcome many obstacles. I'm sure Penny will appreciate being reminded of your close bond. I knew I could count on you. Should Penny agree to help, return to my office together for further instruction. I will, Professor. I'm sure I'll find Penny practicing a potion in the potions classroom. I'll head there now if she's willing to help us take on the werewolf in Godric's Hollow. Werewolf is literally her pocket. I hate that we are to ask this of Penny. This is going to be so hard on her. Yeah, Penny, apologies in advance for what I'm about to do. Hi, Penny. Hi, Penny. I hope I'm not interrupting. I'm just practicing a forgetfulness potion. For some reason, I can never remember how the last one went. Okay, that's funny. There's something I'd like to talk to you about, but it's a difficult subject. Before we talk, I just want you to know that whatever happens, we'll get through it together. Thank you, Sarahi. You've always been there for me. I think this is the first time I'm actually happy to see Penny. I genuinely feel bad for what's about to happen to her. Of course, I want to hear why you've come, but I'm a bit nervous. This all sounds quite ominous. I don't mean to come on too strong. It's alright. I'm half distracted with this potion. I really want to get it right this time. Why don't I help with your forgetfulness potion? We'll talk while we brew and take things one step at a time. She's going to try and drink that potion. That's what she... Never mind. We didn't exactly do much than help Penny with the potion in the energy section. Merlin's bird, the potion came out perfectly. And I appreciated having something to do while we talk. I can't believe Dumbledore thinks the werewolf in Godric's Hollow has something to do with me. We didn't tell her about Scarlett, did we? That memory is the most painful one I have. Oh, you're taking it pretty well, Penny. What happened, Penny? I saw my friend Scarlett attacked by a werewolf and I was unable to stop it. I've never been able to fully forgive myself. That's part of why I work so hard at everything I do. I can't let something like that happen again. I'll help. Oh, okay, she's taking this pretty well. Good. I'm still concerned I'll be there, but if it means confronting a werewolf again this time, we'll do it together. I like to believe you, Sarai, but what makes you certain this time will be different? You're a powerful witch now than you were. Oh, that's a sweet thing. Because you've only grown in power since I met you. You're more powerful now than you've ever been. Oh, Sarai, how nice to hear. Aw, this is the first time I'm this happy with Penny. Wow, I've been so salty over the last few TLSQs and quests where Penny was there. I forgot what it was like to actually appreciate her for once. I'm certainly not the same witch I was that summer. Thanks for believing in me. Yeah, you is my friend. I believe in you. I've heard all I need to hear. I'm going to help however I can. That's brilliant, Penny, and I'll be right there with you. But before we begin, there's something I need to do. What's that, Penny? When I'm up against an enemy that scares me, there's only one thing that can put me at ease. Studying. Huh? Okay, no, Penny, you were being sweet. Why did you absorb Rowan's soul again? Of course, we'll head straight to the library and learn everything we can about werewolves. Okay, going to the library is like the most snooze fest part of a TLSQ. And we do this in every TLSQ. We go to the library at least once or twice. After that, we'll be ready to talk to Professor Dumbledore and confront the werewolf in Godric's Hollow. Is Penny alright? She's a bit more excitable than usual. No, I don't think she is. Oh, Kiara is here. Who would have thought school would involve so much schoolwork? Okay. Penny seems quite interested in werewolves. I hope there's no trouble. It's almost a full moon after all. Is Kiara gonna get involved? By the way, I checked this is in year 3 quest. And year 3 was the original year that side quest Penny Fair Thoughts came out. There you are, Saraki. I came early and gathered every book on werewolves I could find. Oh, you are excited? The more we learn about them, the easier it will be to defeat the one in Godric's Hollow. Remember, Penny, we still don't know exactly what Dumbledore wants our help with. There may not be a fight. I know, but I think it'll still do her good to know. Even so, we should be prepared. If we learn everything we can about werewolves, we'll know how to help no matter what Dumbledore asks. Okay. I'm surprised she's being so calm about this. Hold on, I think nobody is mentioning the elephant in the room. Penny's friend that died, Scarlett, is a muggle. Can muggles turn into werewolves? I don't think I've ever heard of that. Oh my, the more I learn about werewolves, the less I like them. According to lupine lawlessness, werewolves are ruthless creatures with no moral sense. Perhaps that's not entirely fair, Penny. It's true that when a werewolf transforms without willpower, it loses any shred of its humanity. Exactly. But memories of what they've done stay with them after they transform back into a person. I'm sure there are werewolves out there who regret the things they do as a wolf. Like the narrator of Hairy Snout, Human Heart. I'm not so sure, Sarahi. Ministry's Werewolf Code of Conduct of 1673 was meant to help werewolves safely integrate. But when it was instituted, very few werewolves came forward. If they aren't willing to safely integrate into visiting society, that means they're dangerous. Not every single one of them. Yeah, it's sitting right there, Penny. Come on. Not all werewolves are dangerous. On that, you'll have to trust me. If this is really the werewolf that stalked inside the woods of Wigtown, I can't afford to be indecisive. If it comes near me, I won't hesitate. Not again. Don't worry, Penny. I'm sure Dumbledore will do everything in his power to keep us safe. You're right, I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't mean to get carried away. I just feel quite strongly about this. I understand. Dumbledore may only want information about what happened. Well, thanks to you, we've read everything there is to read about werewolves. If Dumbledore wants information, we'll have more than enough to give him. Yes, we've been quite thorough. And I think I'm finally ready to talk to Dumbledore. Then let's head to his office now and learn how we can help with the werewolf in Godric's Hollow. I'm quite interested to see this. Okay, we're here. Now what? I don't like that I had to mention this to Penny. I'm so pleased you agreed to meet me, Miss Hayward. Though I wish it were under better circumstances. Sarahi said you wanted to discuss the werewolf attack I witnessed in the woods of Wigtown. I wasn't certain I could go through it all again. But Sarahi reminded me that I'm not alone. Ah, that's why we've come together. I can do this, but only with her at my side. Value of a good friend in difficult times cannot be overstated. And I'm afraid these are quite difficult times for some. Professor, you said that the werewolf in Godric's Hollow was tied to what happened to Penny's friend. But you haven't said what you need from us yet. Of course, I don't mean to cause any suspense. With all the planning I have left to do, it's best to take things one at a time. If Miss Hayward is willing, I'd like to start by hearing everything she can remember from that summer. I'll tell you everything I can remember. But I'll need Sarahi's help. Okay, yeah, I'm here. How can I help, Penny? This isn't going to be easy for me. Once I start, I want you to make sure I don't stop until Dumbledore has everything he needs. Of course, Penny, I'm right here with you. I'm gonna hold your hand and everything. Please let me hold her hand. She needs that. She needs me to. She needs some. Just can I just give her a pat at the back or hold her hand, please? I'll tell you what I remember from that summer. Hopefully, this is the last time I'll ever have to face it. I want to hold Penny's hand so bad right now. I want to help her. I always thought my powers meant I could protect my friends. No child should have to deal with all of this. You've done your best to put all this behind you, but the pain is still there. Thank you, Penny, for sharing your story. My friend was fascinated by a werewolf he saw, but she should have run. Dude, I want to hold Penny's hand so bad right now. I feel so bad for Penny right now. Thank you for sharing your story, Miss Hayward. You suffered a great loss and I admire your strength. And from our conversation, it is clear that the two of you have a bond that will see you through many challenges. Thank you, Professor. Was that all you needed? I'm sure he wants more than a story. There's still a werewolf on the loose. This won't be finished until it's caged or destroyed. I'm surprised to hear you say that, Miss Hayward. It's quite unlike you. Werewolves are quite powerful, but it's unfair to assume they all have malintent. Many are lost and confused in need of help. Others simply prefer to take care of themselves. Thanks to your help, we will soon be able to determine this particular werewolf's intentions. I don't mean any offense, but this is a werewolf that attacked Scarlett. I already know its intentions. I've seen what it's capable of firsthand. If we're to face it, we can't hesitate. The cost is too high. And what about you, Miss Silvers? Do you feel the same as your friend? I really think that I don't mean to. It's like you said, Professor, the werewolf could need our help. It sounds to me like you've been reading Hairy Snout, Human Heart. An enlightening text and quite funny. Now I know you feel strongly, Miss Haywood. I ask only that you not rush to judgment during the next part of your mission. What is the next part of our mission, Professor? If you're up for it, I'd like you both to travel to Godric's Hall. So we are going to fight the werewolf. If all goes according to plan, there'll be no fighting of any kind. We'll find another one of my guests waiting to fill you in on all the details, Mad Eye Moody. Fair enough. If anything unexpected should happen, he will keep you both safe. And let's go. As long as Sarai is by my side, I'm ready. Let's go. We'll face this together. Alright, we're off to Godric's Hall to meet Mad Eye Moody and learn more about this werewolf. Woo! That's 2 parts done. Wow, I haven't enjoyed a TLSQ for a while. I am genuinely enjoying this right now. You and Penny meet Mad Eye Moody, and your mission takes a shocking turn. I'm excited. Hello, Moody. My ministry assignment just got over. Now what? There you two are. You took your sweet time getting here. Excuse me? You're the one who took 5 hours to get here. But it's good to see you again, Sarai. Whenever there's trouble, I know I can rely on you. There's a missing full stop and that pisses me off. Thanks, Moody, and thanks for meeting us. As an oral, you must be quite busy, Mr. Moody. If you came all the way here just for a werewolf, it must be dangerous. Well, I suppose werewolves can be a bit nasty, but I was already on my way here when Dumbledore asked for my help. Does that mean you're one of Dumbledore's guests for that gathering in the village square? Please let me see the Potter Memorial. I want to see that memorial. My, he must really trust you two to give you that kind of information. A lot of people would be interested to hear just who's coming to that gathering. It's up to us to keep Dumbledore's plan a secret and make sure there are no werewolf party crashers. Yes, Dumbledore said we could help make sure that doesn't happen. He said you will fill us in on the details. It is my understanding that we've been charged with capturing the werewolf and determining its intentions. It won't do much good trying to talk to a werewolf, of course. If we can hold on to it until it changes back, then we can question it. Oh my, that sounds quite difficult. Nonsense, capturing a werewolf won't be hard. You just need a plan for how to do it. Then that means that's gotta be hard. You mean you don't have a plan? Me? I just said I was traveling, I had no time to plan. Besides, Dumbledore said you'll know exactly what to do when the time comes. Hey! Dumbledore! He said you're quite good in a crisis. Yeah, I guess. I see. Well, if it's a plan what we need, then let's make one. We're running short on time after all. You have to help us, you're the adult here. Let's brainstorm a bit and come up with the best way to capture a werewolf and hold it until morning. I'm going to get myself my bottle of water. What did I just say? Oh boy, here we go with the bottle of water again. I said bottle of water. That somehow sounds stupider. Excuse me, did someone just say that we use Penny to lure the werewolf? I don't like that. Alright, if the werewolf may be drawn to Penny, perhaps her presence will lure it out of hiding. And once it approaches, we'll use Petrificus Totalis to bind it. I don't like that we are using you as bait. Correction, I'll use Petrificus Totalis. You two won't go anywhere near the werewolf. If all goes according to plan, that is. Yes, I'll bind it, then we'll bring it to an old friend's house where you can safely keep it until morning. But now that you mention it, we should probably review the spell before we do anything else. I want to make sure you both know it as well as I do in case of emergency. It can't hurt to brush up. Alright, we'll practice Petrificus Totalis. Once we know it by heart, we'll be ready to capture this werewolf. Let's reconvene at my friend Bathilda Backshot's home. Oh yay! We can practice the spell there and prepare the room for when we capture the werewolf. Great, we'll meet at Bathilda Backshot's to prepare. Oh yes, Bathilda Backshot's home. By the way, last time we were here, I asked who this was and I was told this is Grindelwald. Hello. Where is she, by the way? Wow, so this is how Bathilda Backshot lives. I've read all of her books. What an honor to stand in the very place she crafted a history of magic. Will we see Miss Backshot Moody? She was quite helpful when we were dealing with Ragnarok. I'm sure you'll see her again soon. But Bathilda agreed to let us use her home on the condition that she not have to be here. She is not particularly partial to werewolves. Okay, that makes 2 of us. Yeah. Then let's get to work. If I remember correctly, you study Petrificus Totalis as part of your 3rd year curriculum at Hogwarts. Yeah. So I'll consider this more of a review, a very important review. You will both need to know exactly what to do just in case something goes wrong. Alright, we'll practice Petrificus Totalis and get it perfect. Then we can head out to capture this werewolf. Alright, we're done practicing now. What? Great work, you two, you're getting it. Practice makes perfect. We'll want to do a quick final test, but there's something I'd like to say before we do. Seeing you two work together, the way you support each other, I'm impressed. You make a good team. Don't take it for granted. You seem upset, Moody. Are you alright? Oh, I'm fine, just wistful is all. It's touching all the trouble Dumbledore's gone to. I don't know how much he told you, but the group he's gathering worked quite closely together throughout the recent visiting war. They did? Yes, and many of us are people who wouldn't have otherwise crossed paths. Working in secret like we did, you have no one to rely on but each other. I was surprised at how quickly we lost touch after the war. This will be the first time I've seen many of them in years. Dumbledore mentioned that, but he didn't say why. There are a number of reasons. No one person is to blame. I only mean to say, don't let it happen to you and yours. Oh no, Mr. Moody, we'd never let something like that happen, no matter what. I already lost Ron. What more do I need? I see now why this gathering is so important to Dumbledore. We'll do everything we can to make sure it goes smoothly, right, Penny? Yes, but if it's quite important, I'll admit I'm feeling a bit nervous. Really? About seeing the werewolf? Yes, I know Mr. Moody will keep us safe, but if something goes wrong, what if I freeze again? When it comes down to it, what if I can't cast the spell? You won't freeze, you can do this. You won't freeze, you can do this, Penny. Just remember what we practiced, you had it perfect then. You're right, Sly. Thanks for having so much faith in me. On my own, it's easy to doubt myself, but with you, I might just be able to do this. Yay! Since you're going to be the one casting the spell in an emergency, Penny, let's see you give it a go. Bind Sarahi. This is going to be funny. You can do it, Penny. Go on. Alright. Petrificus totalis. You did. This looks funny. Excellent work, Miss Hayward. Now, find identity, please. That's my girl! With all that settled, I think it's time to go and catch a werewolf. But remember, we're only practicing in case of emergency. You two will help you the werewolf out of hiding, but you must not get in its path. Of course, Mr. Moody, you can count on us. Now let's head on over to the graveyard and see if we can root out this werewolf and save Dumbledore's gathering. Woo! Let's go! Ah, the ghosts of the graveyard. Boo! Just kidding. Welcome. Make yourselves at home. My grave is your grave. At least she's nice. I swear I'd lose my head if the mortician hadn't sewed it back on. Okay. Hi, who are you? Noisy nights here in the Cortex Hollow. Don't they know some of us are trying to rest? Sorry. Oh boy. I know hunting werewolves would be creepy, but I didn't think it would be this creepy. And why did we have to be in a graveyard for this? At night. Oh no, we have to be at night, but why do we have to be in a graveyard? Let's just hope Ragnarok doesn't show up. He can be quite moody. Quiet, you two. Night has fallen and the full moon's on the rise. And remember, you two are only here on the chance that Penny's scent could attract the werewolf. When the time comes, I'll be the one to capture the werewolf. You two will safely be hidden. Then we can hold the beast until morning and confront the human behind the wolf. Of course, Moody, you will be safe. We just need to find a hot spot big enough to hide the two of us. Let's search the graveyard for a hiding spot. Oh my god, now we have to... Okay, so we're considering Ragnarok's script, provided we do not wake him up. Aha! This script is large enough for the two of us to hide behind. It's perfect. It's quite large, yes. You'll be out of the view of the entrance, which I suspect is where the werewolf will come from. But before I leave you, I must emphasize that your safety is of utmost importance. If and when the werewolf arrives, do you promise not to get involved? I can't promise that. I can't promise that. If there's cause to fight, we will. She's right. I won't hesitate again. I appreciate your bravery, and I suppose that means it's up to me to make sure you aren't called upon to demonstrate it. Now I'd better get into position. The werewolf could show up at any minute. Oh boy. Oh boy! Ooh! It's the werewolf. Hide, how? It sounds close. Stay safe, stay hidden, constant vigilance. I'm tripping over words. I'll be back soon with the werewolf in tow. I'm quite thankful for Moody. The last thing I want right now is to be battling a werewolf. Grrr. Penny, was that you? Me? No, I thought that was you. Oh, sweet Jesus and Merlin. It's neither of us, it's the werewolf. Grrr. Petrificus tutta. Oh boy. Oh, this is bringing in bad memories for Penny. Sarahi! I'm alright, but cast the spell, hurry! Petrificus totalis. was fun, but I mean, fun in the sense that Penny was pretty badass, but this brought up bad memories for her. I did it! And you saved my life. I knew you could do it. Thanks for believing in me, Sarahi. I can't begin to describe how good this feels. I did it! Yeah, you went the wrong way. I told you to stay out of trouble. When you went that way, it came from that way. Well, trouble found us. Please tell me you're alright, Sarahi. I am. It's odd, but the werewolf barely scratched me. It's almost like it was trying not to hurt me. It still attacked you. Just because a werewolf didn't rip you to shreds doesn't mean that wasn't its aim. Good work, Penny, if you weren't following my instructions. You went the wrong way. Now let's get this piece back to Backshots before someone hapless villager sees it. Yeah. I'll watch it overnight, and you can return in the morning to discover its true identity. I think we'll stay. Alright, we're here. Show us who it is. I feel like I already know. Penny, are you ready to find out the identity of our werewolf? I don't know. My hands have been shaking since we encountered it in the graveyard. You two are just in time. After a long night watching over our werewolf friend, morning's finally come. I believe it's about to transform into a human again. Then we can find out why it's here. Don't worry, you'll be perfectly safe, though you might want to take a few steps back. Oh, I don't know if I can stand it. What's wrong, Penny? I know we rushed here to learn the truth about this werewolf, but if it's really the werewolf that killed Scarlett, I don't know if I can do as Dumbledore asked. What do you mean? He only said to keep an open mind. Given what it's done, how can I give this werewolf the benefit of the doubt? You'll have to wait for it to turn human to see. But the truth is, many werewolves are monsters, Sarai. Plain and simple. This may be one of them. I've seen things go horribly wrong as a result of inaction. I don't want to risk that happening again. Well, you might want to wait for it to turn back first. It's too late for a debate. Look, the change has begun. Penny is absolutely terrified. I think she's already realized who this is. Oh my god. It can't be. Oh, I'm so sorry, Penny. I shouldn't be laughing. It can't be. It's not possible. What's wrong, Penny? That's not the werewolf that killed Scarlett. Then who is it? It is Scarlett. What happened? Where am I? Why, she's barely a child. This must be some mistake. Yeah. Finite incantatum. Penny, is that you? Oh my god. I can't do this. It's not possible. I just can't. Oh my lord. Oh my god. Someone give her a hug. Penny, wait. Don't let her go far. We still don't know what's going on. Yeah. I'll take care of this poor young woman, Sarai. You go after your friend. Alright, we'll meet you back here once I find her. Good. Now quick, after Penny. If you hurry, you may be able to cut her off in the village square. Oh my lord. I am so sorry about this, Penny. Penny's world has been turned upside down. Can you arrive right in time for Dumbledore's reunion? Yeah, I think Dumbledore's reunion is the least of my worries. I'm more concerned about Penny. Godric's Hollow Square. Can I see the memorial? Where's the memorial? Oh, there it is. Oh, that's so cute. I have never heard of this memorial or seen it. This is so pretty. Oh, Penny. Penny, what's happened? Penny, there you are. I'm sorry I ran off like that, right? No, it's okay. I want to hold her hand so bad right now. She needs comfort. It's just so overwhelming to see Scarlett after all this time. Are you alright? Yes. No. I don't know. I was prepared to confront the werewolf that killed Scarlett. But I don't know about how to feel about seeing Scarlett herself. My head is spinning. I understand how upsetting this must be. Imagine if all this time later we see Rowan alive and she's a part of our. That's kind of what people are assuming is going to happen at some point. Even though that theory has been debunked, but I don't know. Why? But perhaps some part of you is excited to discover your friend is alive after all this time. Of course, I've wished for this moment for so long. But now that it's here, I'm scared of how it makes me feel. What do you mean? Scarlett's not just alive. She's been hiding all this time. Hiding and living as a werewolf, Sarahi. Who knows what she's done? We can talk to her, Penny. We can learn the answers to these questions. But it hurts, knowing she let me go on thinking she was... Is it wrong to think I may not be able to forgive her? Yes, Scarlett may have had a good reason. I understand being upset, but Scarlett may have a good reason for hiding. We don't know what she's been through or what she's feeling. We don't know anything. You have an opportunity here to learn the answers to all your questions, Penny. Perhaps you should withhold judgment until then. You're right, perhaps I should. But I don't know if I can talk to her. I don't know if I have it in me. Of course you can. You've come this far. Do you need some encouragement? You know I trust you, Sarahi, and I value your advice. Help me make up my mind. I will. Tell me why I should talk to Scarlett instead of fleeing back to Hogwarts and leaving her alone as she left me. I think she hid because she didn't want to hurt you, Penny. She's a muggle, does not know anything about werewolves or how they work. I think her hiding was just like she did not want to hurt you because of something she didn't know anything about. That's my thoughts. I know this is hard, and if you choose to go your own way, I'll understand. But you told Moody yourself that you'd never let you and your true friends grow apart, no matter what. And from what you've told me, Scarlett was a true friend. You're right, Sarai, she was. Despite how I feel, I can't imagine what Scarlett has been through, especially if I don't talk to her. Thank you, Sarai. Without you, this would have been such a mess. More of a mess than it already was. Does that mean you'll come back and talk to Scarlett? Yes, but only if you'll stay by my side. By all means. Of course I will, Penny. Now let's head back to Bagshot's house and reunite you with your long-lost friend. Can I hug Penny, please? Any physical contact whatsoever? You guys need to talk. Oh my lord, she is so cute. I love Scarlett. Penny, I'm so glad you came back. I found her in the village square. She just needed a moment to gather her thoughts. Thanks. I was worried I'd never see you again, Penny. I'm sorry for running off. I was just so overwhelmed to see you. Oh my lord, these guys are cute. Oh, Scarlett is so cute. I love her. Sarai and I came here thinking the werewolf from Godric's Hollow was the one that attacked you. You can't imagine what it was like to find out it was you. You're the werewolf in Godric's Hollow. I imagine it's a little like waking up in a strange house, bound by your best friend's magic. You must be quite disoriented, Scarlett. We didn't mean to take you by surprise. It's just a surprising situation. It is, yes, but I'm sorry for how I reacted. She's feeling much better after our talk. Actually, the truth is I'm quite upset. With me? Of course not, Sarai. I was ready to run away, but you reminded me of a promise I made. I realized after everything we've been through, I couldn't just leave Scarlett, not without talking to her first. Thank you, Sarahi. I'm glad I could help. Should I give you some privacy? We were best friends, Scarlett. That time apart shouldn't change all that. But this is a big deal. I can't overlook all that's happened. Before I can move on, I need to know how you could let me spend all this time thinking you were dead. I'm so sorry, Penny. I have so much to tell you. Isn't she a muggle, first and foremost, Scarlett? Can muggles turn into werewolves? Perhaps if you tell us your side of the story, it would be a little easier to understand what's happened. Of course, all I want is a chance to explain myself. Then Penny can decide what she wants to do. My story is complicated, but hopefully once you've heard it, you can both find it in your heart to forgive me. Okay, tell us. Energy section will be skipped. Maybe. I don't know. This is so sad. I need you to understand that what you saw was real, Penny. After the attack, I was near death. But something kept me here. Something kept me alive. Perhaps it was the power of the wolf already taking hold? When we came back after the attack, you were gone. We thought the werewolf had taken you. We searched. But after weeks, we held a memorial. Oh, Penny. That must have been unbearable. I'm so sorry. But in a way, the wolf did take me. I woke alone. My wounds were already healing. It was terrifying. Because you knew what you would become. Yes. I was so obsessed with werewolves as a kid, it wasn't hard to guess what I was becoming. The hard part was knowing what to do next. Thank you for telling us all this, Scarlett. I know it wasn't easy. So is Scarlett a muggle or not? That's what I'm confused. It's you I should be thanking. Without you, I might never have had this opportunity. But that's my point. All this time, not a word. You could have left a clue, a note, anything. I wanted to reach out to you, Penny, I swear, but I was worried you would reject me. I can understand feeling that way. Werewolves don't have the best reputation in the visiting world. Exactly! And I had no idea how to control my wolf side. I didn't know how my parents would react. I didn't know how you would react. And I was dangerous. The best I could manage on my own was to lock myself away and hide between full moons. But Scarlett, we thought you were dead. Penny, calm down now. I know, it hurts me to say it, but on some level I preferred it that way. I knew that as long as you thought that I was still dead, you still loved me. Oh, Scarlett. That must have been so lonely. Yes, it was lonely, but more than that, it was frightening. I tried to control the wolf, but it was too powerful. I could lock myself up, but only for so long. Last night, all it took was your scent on the wind for me to break my chains and escape. It is pure luck that you captured me instead of doing what you could have done. It wasn't luck at all, it was Sarahi. It was her idea to use Petrificus totalis and it worked like a charm. Thanks, Penny, I did what I could. But it was you who cast the spell in the end. You know, Scarlett, if you're having trouble controlling the wolf, we may be able to help you. Thanks to Penny's careful nature, we read a lot about werewolves before coming here. While doing so, we discovered that you can control your wolf side with the aid of wolfsbane. That's right! The ingredients are rare and hard to come by, but I'm sure if we work together, we can manage it. How odd! Wolfsbane is actually why I came to Godric's Hollow in the first place. But there are no wild ingredients growing here and no magic shop. I was contacted by a wizard who said they could help. You can imagine my surprise, but they said they were sympathetic to my situation. They offered me one of the potion's rare ingredients if I agreed to meet them in Godric's Hollow. Oh, Lupin! Ah! That seems like more than a coincidence, doesn't it? Someone invited you to Godric's Hollow at the same time Penny and I were sent here. You sure you have no idea who was it that contacted you? It was an anonymous letter. All they asked for me was to meet them in the graveyard this morning. Come to think of it, we might hurry, we might still be able to catch them. Alright, then what are we waiting for? Let's go! Let's head to the graveyard now and find out who orchestrated this unexpected reunion. Oh good guys, that's Lupin! That's so nice! Oh, and there are flowers. Whose grave is this? There's no one here. Oh no, those flowers are not for the grave. This is where my anonymous letter said to meet. But perhaps you missed the person who sent it. I expected you to be older and a single person instead of 3. Oh no, he's here. Lupin, it's you! I've been trying to get in touch with you on behalf of Dumbledore. It's good to see you, Sarahi. You must be the one who sent the anonymous letter I received. I thought we knew each other better than that. Me? I didn't send any letters. Well, someone sent me an anonymous letter saying to meet them there. And you're here? How strange. We have because my friend Scarlett receives an anonymous letter saying the same thing. Yes, and they said they could help me find an important potion ingredient. I see. Let me guess, that Aconite over there was promised to us both. It's Aconite. That's one of the rarest ingredients in our potion. Yes, that's the ingredient the letter promised. How strange that they should promise it to us both. If you didn't send the letter, Mr. Lupin, and none of us did, then who was it? I'm not sure, but clearly I am missing some important pieces of the puzzle. If you would be so kind as to tell me how you all wound up here, perhaps you can solve this mystery. This mystery. Dumbledore? Probably Dumbledore. I think it was Dumbledore that left that night. Alright, I think I'm beginning to understand what we're all doing here. I'm glad one of us is because I'm still a bit lost. Dumbledore has been reaching out to me for ages. But lately I prefer to keep to myself. Like me. Exactly like you if I'm not mistaken. I think it's no coincidence we're meeting so close to this gathering Dumbledore's planned. It's an event he knows I would have been likely to avoid had I heard of it beforehand. But you already knew about the gathering. Dumbledore said he sent an invitation. I received only an anonymous letter about the availability of this rare ingredient. I should have known that there'd be a catch. It's quite cunning. But why would Dumbledore lie? I'm not sure he did. From what you told me, Dumbledore only said he was hoping to reunite old friends who'd fallen out of touch. I believe that applies to my old group of friends as well as you two. So Dumbledore did all of this for us? Perhaps, perhaps not, we can't be certain. I only know that Dumbledore believes two friends can endure anything. And intentional or not, things have a way of working out as he intends. If it was him, then Scarlett and I owe him thanks as well as Sarahi. Without you and Dumbledore, I'm not sure we would have found our way back to each other. I'm glad it worked out for the two of you. You're kind and gentle people. You keep the Aconite, young one. I will make do. No, let's spread it, Mr. Lupin. I insist. There's plenty to share. Alright, I'll take a bit, but then I must go. I trust you know how to use yours. I have a friend who'll know what to do with it. Before you go, Lupin, perhaps you'll give me a chance to finish my initial task. Dumbledore asked me to talk to you on his behalf. Based on his request, if he didn't send an invitation, I think it's fair of me to offer one. Will you come? I don't think so. It was a mistake to come here, though. I appreciate your gift of the Aconite. I'll split the bundle now and be on my way. What's that? It seems the flowers were wrapped in a note. What does it say? For exhibiting his exceptional dedication to friends old and new in times of great struggle, the following witches and wizards are cordially invited to the special gathering of the Order of the Phoenix. Oh, it's your invitation! It's not just for me. The names listed are Remus Lupin, Scarlett Sparks. Scarlett Sparks! That's such a cute name. Penny Hayward and Sarahi Silvers. You mean we're all invited? Yes, and you should go. I am sure you'll meet many unique witches and wizards. As for me, I won't be missed. That's not true. You haven't seen your friends. They're some of your closest friends and you haven't seen them in a long time. Perhaps you owe it to them to honor what you've shared. You're right, it does hurt to hide from them. Well, what you said is true, Sarahi. My situation is complicated. I need some time alone to think this through. Fair enough, but the gathering will be starting soon. If the three of you want to get there on time, you'll have to hurry. Oh my, he's right, it's about to start. Let's hurry to the village square and attend the secret gathering of the Order of the Phoenix. Oh, that's cool. I've already seen the memorial. It's such a cute memorial. I like it. The last part of this TLSQ, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my, Scarlett is so nervous, but she's so cute. I like her so much. There you are, Sarahi. The glow bugs look quite right, don't they? Yeah, they look kind of cute. Oh, he just came. A businessman's work is never done, but I can afford a brief rest thanks to how hard I worked this. Oh yeah, whatever. Don't worry, I swept up all the fur on within the store after you lot left. Okay, good. Okay, I can't be the only one who's looking at this. It looks like we arrived just in time. Look, there's Moody with Mandangus. An odd pairing. He is so sus. And Aberforth Dumbledore is at the back. Well, he came. And everyone came. You not only brought me and Scarlett together, you made sure Dumbledore's gathering worked out perfectly. I wonder who the stranger in the hood could be. That's what I'm saying. I think, yeah, that's just Lupin. I think I recognize the color of that cloak. It's Lupin. He came. Reminding him of how long it's been since he saw his friends must have moved him, Sarahi. Perhaps. And look, they're all gathered at the Potter Memorial. I've read about the memorial, but I never saw it in person. It's quite beautiful. Yes, it's really something. Yeah, this memorial is so cute. And I can't believe I never knew about this before. It seems all the guests are here, but where's Dumbledore? He's right over there. What are you talking about? Thank you all for coming. I know it was quite the journey for some. And others who were nearby still had to rush. I can't begin to describe how much it means to see you all reunited here, friends. Before I join, I'd like to say a few words to mark this momentous reunion. I don't care about speeches. This has been a very wholesome TLSQ. I don't think I've actually enjoyed a TLSQ for a long time. In conclusion, though we've gathered at a spot of some significance, we are not here to celebrate loss. We are here to honor those experiences that bind us inexorably to one another. Triumph, loss, they shape us equally. However painful, they make us who we are. We may sometimes wish to forget, but if we turn our backs on the past, we turn our backs on each other. I'm sure you all have places to be and lives to attend to. I only hope those who will stay for a glass of pumpkin juice and a story or two. Thank you for joining me, friends. How I have missed you. Seems Lupin has snuck off. It's a shame, I was just starting to agree with him. Perhaps Dumbledore did have a hand in orchestrating all of this. All I know for certain is that I'm so glad you're back in my life. Me too. I was a bit mixed up at first, but all I feel now is gratitude to have you back. And I feel grateful to Sarahi. You all are so cute. I get the sneaking suspicion none of this would have happened without her. You are so cute. I love you. I was happy to help. It's certainly the best outcome of a werewolf hunt I have heard of. Lupin left. Hello, Miss Hayward and Miss Sparks. How wonderful to see you here. Miss Silver, I'd like a word. Oh boy. Okay. Did I do something wrong, Professor? On the contrary, it seems I owe you a debt. Good, now help me with R so that this cult cannot harm more of my friends. You not only made sure all my guests arrived, you handled our werewolf situation with aplomb. What does that word mean? Neither was an easy job, I'm sure. But you knew what was going to happen, didn't you? You sent that anonymous letter to Lupin and Scarlett. Me? Oh, I write so many letters I can hardly keep track of them all. Oh my god. But words cannot express how happy I am to see such a brilliant reunion of old friends. Perhaps a token of our gratitude will express what words cannot. What is this? Thank you, Professor. And did you say our gratitude? Yes. On behalf of the Order of the Phoenix, I'd like to thank you for your service, to your bravery and your friendship. Oh, that's wholesome! Speaking of friendship, I'd say it's time we joined our friends, shall we? Y'all are wholesome! That's cute! This is a good TLSQ. So this is what we got. Ooh! Oh, this is cute! Oh, I like this. This is very cute. I like this very much. I'm keeping it on. You know, the thing I'm most surprised by right now, that this recording is 1 hour and 40 minutes. I did this whole TLSQ in one take. That is something I have never done before, and it's also only like about 1 AM. I got done with this at a good time. And this was like a very wholesome TLSQ. I genuinely enjoyed this one. Could be better, but it also isn't bad like all the other TLSQs I've played lately. I give this TLSQ a solid 9 out of 10. The only reason I took off 1 point is because of the fact that I'm still mad at Jan City for removing the Penny for Your Thoughts side quest, because of which we have no context for the situation. And we have very little context, which we got in this TLSQ. The very little context was not enough. We need context from Penny for Your Thoughts. But that's all. Other than that, this is a TLSQ I've genuinely enjoyed. With that, I hope you enjoyed my episode. I know I was late, but then again, I always am. I think you people expect that from me at this point. This was the Gathering in Godric's Hollow at the Potter Memorial. I hope you have played the TLSQ or are playing it. I hope you are able to finish it and get an Order of the Phoenix pin for yourself. I wish you luck. I wish you a good day. And I will see all of you next week. Okay? Bye-bye.